Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, a Columbia Basin College event exposes the reality of human trafficking in our community. The awareness campaign that could save lives. Plus, Benton City leaders question whether their current government structure can handle more demands. The proposed position to streamline operations. And Walla Walla works to complete its comprehensive plan with new state requirements, how it could significantly shape how the city plans for growth.
Well, we started with a chilly morning. We had sunny skies. The rain is on the way. What's going on in the weather? I'll give you all the details coming up. Apple Valley News Now at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Thank you so much for joining us here on the news at 6. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin is off tonight. On this first alert weather day, we do want to begin with a check of your forecast. Stacy, we are seeing a wave of freezing rain that could lead to hazardous conditions on some people's roadways tonight and into tomorrow. So can you explain what's going on for everybody?
That's right. Well, we've got a little bit of rain already popping up around the area near the Prosser area, north of Tri-Cities near the Connell area. So just rain, still fairly warm above the freezing level. But tonight, those temperatures will drop and we will see another big round of showers coming across the area, plus some snow showers. Let's talk Yakima. From Yakima to Ellensburg and those roads in between, that's where we're going to worry about freezing rain overnight in the early morning hours. Winds are nice and light in Yakima tonight. The feels like temp is 33. It is chilly. But as you can see, the 30s are, that front's moving in, so a little bit cooler there. But we're staying nice and warm as you move into the Columbia Basin and foothills of the Blues. Temperatures in the mid 40s right now. Potential, though, for those icy roads in and around, especially our bridges and overpasses. So do be aware of that overnight. I did see some ice outside this morning around the station at 10 a.m. So I know it was pretty icy overnight. Temperatures are going to drop down in the 30s. Most of us, though, are staying above that freezing level with the exception of the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. So slick roads possible, much needed rain and mountain snow coming. Temperatures are on the rise and that rain will dry out by Saturday. I'll tell you what to expect the rest of the week and your weekend forecast as well. Wendy?
The city of Sunnyside is on the hunt for a new city manager after Jim Bridges announced his resignation as interim.
I informed Mayor Frosto that I chose to resign effective January 30th. I've enjoyed my time here with the city. I enjoy the work we do here at the city. I certainly am humbled by the support of the folks in the audience tonight and staff.
Bridges says while he will continue to live in Sunnyside, he has taken on a position with the Richland Public Works Department. The City Council will hold a special meeting Thursday and will discuss bringing on an interim city manager while the search for a permanent person continues. Bridges had been with the City of Sunnyside in this most recent role since June of 2025. Benton City leaders are in the early stages of discussing whether the city may eventually need a city administrator to help manage growing responsibilities. The Benton City Council has had preliminary discussions about the city's strong mayor form of government and the challenges that come with it. Right now, much of the administrative workload falls on the mayor and city clerk, a structure officials say is becoming harder to manage as state laws and regulations continue to increase. Mayor Len Burton says these conversations are still early with no formal plan or timeline in place. He also emphasized any move toward a city administrator or city manager model would require voter approval through a referendum and would not be decided by the city alone.
The Association of Washington Cities states currently, because of the influence of state law and continued state increased regulation, it is impossible for a city clerk and a mayor to handle the roles without additional help.
City officials say the conversation is ongoing and residents would have the final say if the issue moves forward. Happening now, the Kennewick School Board is holding a meeting, and many are there for one reason. They are concerned about the Level 3 registered sex offender home set to go into a central Kennewick neighborhood. Neighbors tell us they're planning to speak during public comment opposing the home and are wondering what the school board can and will do about it, if anything. To be clear, the school board had nothing to do with this placement. If you would like to check out the meeting, we are live streaming it right now on our Facebook page. Now, all of this comes after a Monday town hall left many with lingering questions. Residents say they went to that meeting prepared to ask questions, including why their neighborhood was chosen for the home and how many staff will be on site at all times. They say they were seeking assurance from leaders that their families will be safe living next to the facility. But neighbors say they feel state officials and the home's property manager, Joe Field, dodged some of their questions.
I personally found that Mr. Fields' remarks were incredibly insensitive. I mean, he had a room full of parents who were begging for their family's safety. They're literally in tears because of a business decision he and his business partners have made. And he was sitting there smug and confrontational rather than compassionate to these parents.
Residents say their next step is to keep doing research into the proposed LRA home, as well as to keep raising money to afford legal help. Neighbors say they are also interested in taking their fight to the state level.
I think that's, what we're going to have to do, right? Because this is something that's going to affect every community in Washington state. I think, we're going to have to petition the state to do what they're supposed to do, is protect the community, or they're not doing their jobs.
Washington District 8 legislators say they're working on bills to try to prevent the house from opening, which will be presented during the state's legislative session over the next month. Turning to education, Columbia Basin College, along with Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society and area partners, are hosting a 3-day event to help spread awareness on human trafficking, and it's called Shine the Light. Human trafficking doesn't always look like what we see in movies, and advocates say misunderstanding can make it harder to recognize in real life. Students and community groups at Columbia Basin College are working to change that. The 3-day Shine the Light on Human Trafficking event is designed to educate the public on what trafficking really looks like in our region, while connecting survivors and families with available resources.
The Tri-Cities is one of the highest trafficked cities, I guess, in the United States. We felt that partnering with organizations like Mirror Ministries and SARC, we could really make a difference.
The interactive exhibits and expert conversations continue today inside CBC's Jurdy Atrium, with organizers hoping awareness leads to action beyond the campus. And he's a musician in a rock band by day, but by night, he combats human trafficking. David Zock has been fighting human trafficking for the last 12 years. He volunteers to go undercover to find victims, inform authorities, and help survivors get justice. Zock says human trafficking is in every community. Sometimes it can be hard to spot and is often tied with organized crime. While the work can seem hopeless at times, he says it's events like the CBC's human trafficking program that keep him going.
Sometimes I feel like all I have is a squirt gun against a forest fire, But one of the things that inspires me is seeing all the students at the college that are part of this long line of people that decided not to stay silent in the face of injustice, believing that our little spark in the midst of darkness matters, believing that when we shine our light, that there's nothing darkness can do to hide from the light. I know that from my experience that goodness and hope and justice wins out in the end.
Zock says through his organization, Daylight United, his band Remedy Drive, and his partners, they've been able to help 7,000 people be free from human trafficking. He adds, the very first step is getting involved with organizations like Mirror Ministries and SARC, 2 local groups that combat human trafficking. Still ahead here on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. The Port of Benton faces a leadership crisis. The independent investigation apparently exposing state law violations. And Stacy's coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. Find out if freezing rain is headed to your area.
What's so great about the January sell-off at Furniture Row? Everything is on sale with savings up to 50%. Save on every bedroom, dining set, sofa, and mattress. Or get 60 months no interest. The January sell-off at Furniture Row ends soon.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
So I'm a general dentist who focuses on Invisalign, airway dentistry, and early interceptive orthodontics. We have such a diverse group of providers, and they all have their own special subset of skills and area of expertise and things that they really enjoy doing. I mean, we have a really broad variety of skill sets here, and so I think it's really nice to be able to have all that collaboration in-house to be able to treat our patients. I think balance is my biggest accomplishment. I'm a mom of 4 as well, and so that work-life balance I think is my biggest accomplishment. Being able to have a professional career and also balancing that family life, I think to me feels like a pretty big accomplishment.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
My husband and I had planned our dream home, and it was years in the making. I didn't want to just show up at any big box store. We wanted to sit down, and I want you to spend time with us. Like, this is a big investment. Our family spent so much time in our kitchen, and now that we're moved in, we are so pleased with our experience with Fred's, with the product line, and how it really aesthetically added value to our kitchen. Fred's Appliance over-delivered.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
At Denver Mattress, we're all about that sleep life.
And during the final days of the January sell-off, everything is on sale. Save $150 off our Doctor's Choice hybrid lineup, or get 60 months no interest and free shipping.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now are sponsored by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Welcome back, everybody. At today's Port of Benton Commissioners meeting, public frustration was on full display. Around a dozen people, both in person and on Zoom, tuned in as commissioners addressed controversies, including one of their own and the suspension of the Port's former executive director. Public comment got tense. Speakers raised concerns over 2 separate but connected issues: complaints against Commissioner Scott Keller and the paid administrative leave of former executive director Diane Howard. At the Port's January 14th meeting, commissioners released the results of an independent investigation into Keller. The investigation apparently found he violated state law related to leasing practices and water and sewer hookups at his hangar at the Richland Airport.
I want to just ask everybody to put this in perspective. Do stay transparent. Get the proper consultants on board to give the right answers, not the ones the Port wants to hear, but the right ones for the community, the tenants. Everybody has a stake in this.
Meanwhile, Howard remains on paid administrative leave after commissioners voted no action on the findings she brought forward. Now, some community members are calling for the state auditor to step in, saying this goes beyond one person and speaks to public accountability. The city of Walla Walla is continuing work on its next comprehensive plan, a long-term document that will guide growth, housing, and development for years to come. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with city officials about one aspect of the plan that could have a big impact on the community.
City officials in Walla Walla have been working on the comprehensive plan, a multi-year process that began in late 2024 and is now moving steadily forward, with completion targeted for the fall ahead of a December deadline. The plan, which is updated about every 10 years, serves as the city's guiding document for managing growth for the next 20 years. It outlines goals and policies addressing housing, transportation, economic development, parks, and public services. But this time around, officials say the state has added a new requirement that significantly shapes the plan.
And this is the first time ever that the state has issued growth targets, not only growth targets, but housing targets.
Arteche says housing is one of the biggest focuses of this comprehensive plan, with the new state mandates requiring cities to plan for affordability while preparing for future population growth. For Walla Walla, that means planning for a total of 2,348 housing units over the next 20 years.
Housing affordability at various income levels, starting out at the very, very low with emergency housing, and then permanent supportive housing, and then all the way up to 120 plus, AMI, so area mean income.
Arteche says recent changes at the state level have encouraged more middle housing, like duplexes and triplexes, housing types that fall between single-family homes and large apartment buildings. She adds Walla Walla has also been proactive, updating zoning rules to allow more housing options citywide.
City took some steps forward a few years ago to allow more than one unit on an existing parcel without going through a subdivision process. So the city could have, you could see in the city that perhaps there'll be, two accessory dwelling units and a single-family residence, and you could have one additional unit.
City officials tell me that the comprehensive plan will address many real issues that the city of Walla Walla is facing and looking to grow off of. They also tell me that the comprehensive plan is not just a city project, as many key stakeholders are involved.
The Housing Authority is another partner. We also have worked with Habitat for Humanity.
City leaders say the goal is to address housing needs while ensuring Walla Walla is prepared for future growth. In Walla Walla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
City officials say the comprehensive plan is shaped by state and county levels, along with input from local partners and the public, before it's expected to be adopted later this year.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a look at our first alert radar. We are seeing active weather starting up, even down locally here. We've got some showers north of Tri-Cities towards Connell, and some showers popping up in the Horse Heavens around Prosser, and moving on from there. 34 degrees right now in Ellensburg. Visibility good at 10 miles. Our feels like temp there is 34 tonight. So, excuse me, staying above freezing so far tonight. But that's going to change. Temperatures are fairly warm right now, actually up a little bit more than they were last hour. So we've got a little bit of a warm front, warm pockets of air moving through, as this is an atmospheric river event coming in. So that's bringing that water from the South Pacific, warm air with it, and you're definitely going to feel a difference in the temperatures, and you're going to see a 1, 2, 3 punch from this storm. Now, it isn't going to be settling for long, but it will bring much needed rain and snow to the area. So look for showers to increase around midnight all the way from Yakima into Sunnyside and then Tri-Cities overnight. That's when we're going to see the snow developing here in the Cascades. The rain keeps going pretty much through the morning, about around 9 or so, heading off to Walla Walla. A light bit of snow here up to, towards Tollgate, the Blue Mountains. Then we'll start to clear out briefly for a few hours and then cue up the rain again tomorrow night. That's going to come in. That's the second punch of the system. And here comes the third punch on Friday and Friday morning. Now, after we get through that third wave, then we start to dry back out. Things calm back down. We are looking at temperatures in the Ellensburg area, though, to drop down around freezing tonight, as you can see here on our temperature trend, and that falls in line when we could see the freezing rain developing. So Ellensburg to Yakima, that's where we're going to be tracking freezing rain overnight. So the roads could be slick. Snowfall totals, not a ton, but anywhere from 2 to 5 inches for White Pass, maybe up to an inch Snoqualmie. Blewett Pass, not bad, a couple of inches. Stevens Pass, and much lighter amounts of snow where they need it here in the Blue Mountains. Tollgate could pick up about an inch, so not a ton of snow or rain, but we'll take what we can get. It's been very dry this month. Let's take a look at overnight lows tonight. We're going to be down in the 30s, 31 and 29 in Yakima, so falling down around that freezing level. Elsewhere, staying above the freezing level. Shouldn't have to worry too much about slick roads out there. However, I did see ice around the station this morning. All right, here's your 7-day planner. There's your wet day Thursday, a little transition into Friday, some showers coming through, and then we dry out as we head into the weekend and the first day of February on Sunday. 50-degree temperatures, though, as we start off the new month of February. Yakima also looking wet, where we could see a little mixed precip there in the late night, early morning hours, transitioning to all rain once it warms up, and temperatures staying in the mid and upper 40s. Here's Ellensburg also staying in the 40s beginning tomorrow, with that chance of freezing rain or mixed precip is happening. February 1st on Sunday with some overcast conditions, temperatures in the 30s and 40s. There you go, Walla Walla 50s, I like it, and a little overcast for the weekend with a slight chance of rain to be coming back on Monday. And in Hermiston, there's the rain again, and yeah, looking good though next week in Hermiston. I see a little bit of sunshine and 50s for February.
Hey.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'll take that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But in the meantime, I guess everybody needs to pay a little extra attention out on those roadways in case it gets slick.
Be careful, even locally, because it's going to be above freezing, but the bridges tend to get icy even when it is a little bit warm on the roadways. So be careful.
All right. Thank you, Stacy. Coming up, rescue teams race against time to save a trapped driver. How a crash turned into a complex rescue operation.
New year, new priorities, real value. Real value means more than what you pay today. It's what your vehicle gives you every day after. At McCurley Subaru, new Subaru vehicles are built with purpose. Standard all-wheel drive, advanced safety technology, and legendary reliability designed for the long haul. And if certified is the right fit, Certified Pre-Owned delivers trusted value too. This year, choose smart value. Think McCurley Subaru.
You know what's great about the final days of the January sell-off at Furniture Row? Everything is still on sale with savings up to 50%. Shop and save on every bedroom group, every dining set, every sofa, every mattress. Every single thing in the store is priced to go, from the lamps to the rugs and even the pillows. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Or make your cash go further with 60 months no-interest financing. But hurry, the January sell-off at Furniture Row ends soon.
For adults with type 2 diabetes, do you know about Mounjaro? With Mounjaro, 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C of less than 7%. Plus, people lost up to 25 pounds. Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. Get to know Mounjaro at Mounjaro.com. Pay as little as $25 for up to 3 months. Governmental beneficiaries excluded. Terms and conditions apply. Ask your doctor about once-weekly Mounjaro.
Brace your taste buds. Don't miss out on the new DQ $6.99 Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket. A spicy, bold heat, served with a side of our cool, sweet DQ soft serve as a dip. all for just $6.99. Plus, try a sweet, spicy sip of lemonade made with tahini. It's the new Spicy menu for a limited time, only at DQ.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
Check this out, a dramatic rescue caught on video. Rescue teams in Los Angeles were able to reach a woman whose car plunged down a 150-foot embankment on Wednesday. Look at this. Firefighters responded on the ground and by helicopter. They were able to extract the 30-year-old driver from the vehicle, and she was flown to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Her condition is unknown this evening. We are told there were no other passengers. Investigators are now trying to piece together what exactly caused this crash. The Cuba Fire District Protection was requested to assist after 2 horses fell through snow-covered ice into a nearby pond there. Monday morning, fire personnel responded quickly and, working in freezing conditions, were able to break a safe path through the ice and successfully lead both horses out of the water. Following the rescue, the horses were evaluated by a veterinarian and were found to be in good condition. The horses were then taken to a dry barn where they continue to do well. Coming up in our 6:30 half hour, a major milestone today for 2 therapeutic recovery court graduates. The program offering treatment over prison.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
The 3 little pigs needed a home because their old one blew over, but every mortgage felt like another scam.
The big bad wolf offered a loan.
Our rates will blow you over.
Then came Wolf & Company Mortgage, more hot air. The pigs were about to give up, but then they found Yakima Federal Savings and Loan.
Very helpful and friendly. And a great rate that made sense.
Skip the wolves. Trust Yakima Federal Savings and Loan for your home loan. Visit yakimafed.com. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Another morning walk.
With our mom's osteoporosis, I thought our days would be different.
No way! We still get to see each other all the time.
If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and are at high risk for fracture, you can rapidly build new bone in just 12 months with Evenity, the only bone builder that also helps slow bone loss. And Evenity is proven to significantly reduce spine fracture risk.
I love the cool stuff we're doing.
Yeah, we're still out and about exploring.
Yay for building new bone.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a heart problem. Tell your doctor if you have had a heart attack or stroke. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it, as serious events have occurred with Evenity. Signs include rash, hives, swelling of the face or throat, which may cause difficulty in swallowing or breathing, muscle spasms or cramps, numbness, or tingling. Tell your doctor about severe jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity. Report hip, groin, or thigh pain. Unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred with Evenity. Ask your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
See you tomorrow.
Check it out.
Win a free mini vacation to Schweitzer in the Apple Valley News Now Stay and Ski giveaway, where the grand prize is 2 nights lodging and 2 days skiing for 2 at Schweitzer. Enter on the contest page at applevalleyNewsNow.com. From Schweitzer and Apple Valley News Now.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. And join Good News Today the following week on Saturday, February 7th at 5:30 a.m.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Only one station is on your side every morning.
With breaking news that's happening now.
Plus, your first alert weather forecast to better plan your day.
Only one station.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Always on your side.
Next, E.T.
He's jacked.
Only E.T.'s on set of Benson Boone and Ben Stiller's supersized collab.
He was obsessed with how tan you are, how jacked you are.
Plus, shrinking returns with a TV wedding. Next,
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30, Pasco makes history with the grand opening of its first ever public indoor pool. How residents are celebrating this community milestone. Plus, you've probably seen him in the stands at Lumen Field, the man and the legacy behind the costume. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Thanks so much for being with us. Wendy Redmond here alongside Stacy Lee. And Stacy, we got to talk about the slopes. How are they doing?
The slopes are doing, you know what, surprisingly hanging in there as we are basically hitting an all-time low for snow since 2015, so over 10 years. So it's just one of those years. They happen every decade or so, and that's what's going on. But take a look here at Schweitzer. It didn't stop these guys from skiing. It was pretty busy up there. I showed the lower portion of the mountain. The top was fogged in, so there wasn't much to see up there. So wear your low light goggles if you are hitting it. But people are still going. Most of the ski resorts are making snow and keeping it. So you know what? It's still good stuff. So we will talk about tomorrow, though. This is not good stuff. We see mixed precip, 30 degrees, it's cold, so more than likely, hopefully, we'll get those much needed snowflakes that they need up at Schweitzer. But it was looking good today. We are seeing some snowflakes are gonna fall in Bluewood, Ski Bluewood, not a ton, but a little bit. And then again, we see that mixed precip with those temperatures moving up to 36 degrees. So it's kind of a mixed bag. However, White Pass did get 2 inches of fresh snow in the last 24 hours. What does the forecast look like? Well, pretty good. We actually have some numbers on the chart there. We could see up to 5 inches at White Pass, an inch of fresh snow at Schweitzer. They need it there. Mission Ridge looks to be the happy spot with 7 inches potentially. And then Friday, things will calm down on the slopes. We are seeing the rain, and we are going to start seeing that snow developing where they need it in the mountains. We'll get to your first alert full weather forecast coming up. Wendy?
Stacy, thanks so much. It may be cold outside, but it's a great day to take a swim if you're a Pasco resident. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us why the grand opening of its Memorial Pool Dome marks a milestone for the city.
Swimming is no longer seasonal in Pasco, with city officials cutting the ribbon for its new inflatable pool dome Wednesday afternoon.
This is the first indoor public pool that the city of Pasco has ever had, and residents are already excited to make a splash.
First off, it looks really nice. I heard there was going to be an open swim today, and also because of the grand opening, so I thought maybe I'd come and check it out, because I've been wanting to see what's new here.
Standing at 200 feet wide and 38 feet tall, the dome offers an open swim area, race lanes, and of course, a diving board. It's part of a $2 million upgrade project to winterize Pasco's Memorial Pool, and it's set to cover the pool during the cold months, between September and April. Officials say that a key reason the city invested in the pool dome is to support high school sports. The pool dome has actually been open to high school swim teams for their winter season, and the Pasco School District says it's even bringing competitions back to the city.
Now we can host meets here for our students, our kids, our community. They can train here, they can compete here, and they can grow right here in their own home.
Open swim will be available on weekends from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., with admission for children and seniors at $3 and adults at $5.
Reporting from Pasco, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
The pool is also offering swim lessons in February and March, starting at $35 a session for Pasco residents. Today in Kennewick, a moment of celebration and second chances. 2 participants graduated from the county's Therapeutic Recovery Court. This program is designed to hold people accountable while also providing treatment and support. The 2 graduates completed a demanding program that can take years to finish, involving regular court check-ins, treatment, sobriety requirements, and intense personal commitment. For today's graduates, the ceremony marks more than a court milestone. It's a fresh start.
The participants have just worked so hard, and now they're ready to move forward. And I think that represents hope for their future, and I think hope for our community as a whole.
Recovery Court is designed as an alternative to traditional court, focusing on treatment and long-term stability instead of punishment alone. Leaders say community support from treatment providers to mentors and families is key to making programs like this successful. For today's graduates, the ceremony marks more than a court milestone. Like I was saying, it is a fresh start for them. All right, now to sports. The Seahawks are known for their passionate fan base, and one of those super fans is the Sea Squatch. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable introduces us to the man behind the mask.
Hi, I'm Heath Brewster, and I am the Sea Squatch.
If you're a Seattle Seahawks fan, there's a good chance you've seen this green superfan at Lumen Field. But long before you could catch Sea Squatch sightings on TV, a 5-year-old Heath Brewster was playing catch with his grandmother's autographed football.
Saw me in the back playing with the ball and instantly started swearing and screaming at me and don't you know what you're doing, and brought me in and taught me about who Steve Largent and Jim Zorn was and why it was such a cool deal. And that weekend we watched a game, and then from then on I've just been totally hooked.
Fast forward to 11 years ago, Brewster, who is currently a radio host on 610 KONA, was interviewing a Seahawks superfan. Brewster was already going to nearly every game and was encouraged to become a superfan himself and come up with his own identity.
And I just thought about it, and I thought, and then it just all kind of popped in my head, like the vision of what it would be.
With help from a friend who worked for haunted houses to make the suit, the Sea Squatch was born. And now the Seahawks are heading to the Super Bowl with a date against the Patriots. A rematch of Super Bowl 49 when Seattle lost in heartbreaking fashion, right before the Sea Squatch was born.
We're going to win by a lot. I think we're going to roll them.
Even with a potential Super Bowl victory on the way, there's one favorite moment Brewster has since becoming the Sea Squatch. His grandmother, who introduced him to the Seahawks, had never been to a Seahawks game in person, but that changed for her at the age of 91.
To bring her to a game and to be able to do that before she passed was special.
Brewster's son was born 3 months before the Seahawks' last Super Bowl win in 2014, and they were present at the Super Bowl parade. If the Seahawks win again, there's no doubt they will return for another parade in Seattle. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Wow, Brewster was there for the Seahawks win over the Rams that sent them to the Super Bowl, and he's confident the team he loves will get revenge on the New England Patriots. In business news tonight, UPS says it's cutting up to 30,000 jobs as the company expects to deliver fewer Amazon packages this year. UPS says it will reduce staff through attrition and voluntary separation offers for full-time drivers. The cuts also will affect warehouse workers. UPS has said it wants to reduce its work with Amazon, saying the partnership is largely unprofitable. Goodwill is doing more than good. The largest thrift store chain in the world says it exceeded $7 billion in revenue last year. That's not only a record-setting high, it's also a 7% hike from 2024. Analysts say the uncertain economy, slow job growth, and a rise in costs have more people shopping at Goodwill stores in order to save money. Officials say they plan to add at least 50 new Goodwill stores nationwide this year. Talking money, the U.S. dollar just had its worst losing streak since April. The dollar index fell 2.6% over the past 4 days and is now near its lowest level in 4 years. According to analysts, uncertainty about the Trump administration's policy decisions is contributing to a weaker dollar. The Federal Reserve is holding interest rates steady, which could hopefully boost the dollar some. The Fed announced the decision after a meeting Wednesday of its open market committee. It comes as President Trump has been pressuring the central bank to cut rates. More information about Jeffrey Epstein will soon be released, according to top leaders within the Justice Department. However, Attorney General Pam Bondi and others involved with the matter didn't give federal judges a specific date for when its review would be complete. In November, Congress passed a law that placed December 19th as the deadline for the files to be put out. The Trump administration is continuing shifting positions on the deadly shooting of Alex Preddy. Top White House aide Stephen Miller said Tuesday officials are evaluating why federal agents in Minneapolis may not have been following proper protocol. He cited guidance that the agents were tasked with creating a physical barrier between arrest teams and disruptors. Miller admitted some agents may not have followed that protocol. Still ahead in tonight's Kraken player profile. From expansion draft pick to team captain, the rapid rise that made one player a Kraken leader. Then Stacey's coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. Stay with us.
Kraken Nights. Coverage begins at 7 Saturday on My Network TV.
Don't wait to improve your sleep. Save big on top mattress brands during the President's Day event. Get savings on trusted Sealy support, the latest innovations from Tempur-Pedic, and the luxurious comfort of Stearns & Foster. Your best night's sleep is waiting. Take advantage of these limited time offers. Visit us today and shop our large display of Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster mattresses during our President's Day event at More Furniture.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
Living with chronic migraine? 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine, and treatment is 4 times a year. So why wait? Talk to your doctor.
Botox effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as trouble swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Those with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions like rash, breathing problems, dizziness, neck and injection site pain, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions like ALS, myasthenia gravis or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medicines like botulinum toxins, which may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 91% of patients wish they'd started Botox sooner. Ask your doctor today. If eligible, you may pay $0.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. And join Good News Today the following week on Saturday, February 7th at 5:30 a.m.
From scoring the franchise's first ever hat trick to now serving as its captain, our very own Jake Abel shares why this player is a Kraken history maker in this week's Kraken Player Profile.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Jordan Eberle joined the Seattle Kraken as a key selection in the 2021 NHL expansion draft, immediately stepping into a leadership role as an alternate captain. He quickly made history, scoring the franchise's first hat trick in a 5-2 victory against the Buffalo Sabres. His ability to perform in crucial moments was further showcased when he scored Seattle's first Stanley Cup playoff overtime goal, securing a 3-2 win against the Colorado Avalanche in the 2023 Western Conference first round. In March 2024, Eberle celebrated a significant milestone, playing his 100th NHL game. His leadership culminated into an announcement on October 8, 2024, when Jordan was named the second captain in Seattle Kraken history, a testament to his profound contributions to the team. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
Catch the Kraken versus the Vegas Knights this Saturday at 7 on My Network TV.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we're getting ready for a little rain or possibly freezing rain in some areas. But right now it's pretty quiet. Dust Devil Skycam in Pasco. It's 45 degrees here right now. Our humidity at 71%. Pretty good sign. The rain is starting to come in. Our feels like temp is 44, but temperatures will be heading down, although staying above freezing for tonight. So still fairly warm here on the east side of the Yakima Valley. And then we start getting into the Yakima Valley where it's cooling down and we're starting to see a few showers move in. Again, this is from a weaker atmospheric river, meaning this water is coming up from the South Pacific. So it's coming in off the coast. We've got a round going through already. Here's round number 2. And then get ready for round number 3 on Friday. So a couple rounds of rain. We'll take our future cast out and see when we're going to see that rain developing. Around midnight or so, you'll see that starting to move into Ellensburg, Yakima, Sunnyside. As those temperatures drop down below freezing, that's where you could see some slick roadways, especially between Ellensburg and Yakima overnight. We see the mountains getting some snow, and then that rain continues on right on through about 9-10 o'clock in the morning, shifting off to the east, and then we'll kind of have a quiet rest of our day until Thursday night. Then we'll have another round of showers again, more mountain snow, possibly rain, but hopefully those temperatures stay cool enough in those upper elevations to collect some snow. And we see more rain showers that we need to deal with on Friday morning. Once that moves out, well, things will dry out. We're talking those cool temperatures and freezing rain tonight. Ellensburg, and you do see those temperatures down to the freezing level. Expect to see that freezing rain 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 a.m., and then we'll transition to good old-fashioned rain after that. As far as snowfall totals go, not impressive, but we'll take it. A little bit of snow, we need it. Our snowpack in the Cascades is very, very low. However, we're not going to see a ton of snow here in the Blues, where they also need some snowpack, possibly an inch up near Tollgate, but not looking very, very good. All right, tonight, temperatures down in the 30s, staying above freezing. Most of our area, the Kittitas Valley and the Yakima Valley, is where it will be getting cold. Our highs stay in the 40s and 50s for the next 7 days. So let's take a look at our 7-day forecast planner. There's those showers from Tri-Cities, 50-degree temperatures. Temperatures up in the upper 40s and then back to the 50s as we head into February. Here's what it looks like in Yakima. We'll see those 40-degree temps pretty consistently right on through next Wednesday, but look out for some slick roads for that morning commute in Yakima. Ellensburg also could be seeing some freezing or mixed precip tonight, so look for slick roads. Temperatures staying in the 30s and 40s. There you go. Highs in the 50s for Walla Walla, pretty much straight on through for the next 7 days, and those overnight low temperatures staying above freezing. As you head to Hermiston, we'll see temperatures tomorrow nice and warm at 50. staying above the freezing level at night, raking in February 1st on Sunday when I mentioned it yesterday, bubblegum day. So we're chewing bubblegum.
I've never seen anybody so happy about Bubblegum Day in my life. I think this is it, folks. And if you're not chewing bubblegum on Bubblegum Day, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Have you not seen the bubblegum wall in the news director's office?
Yes, I have.
The gum wall. Not
yes,
like the one in Seattle, but a gum wall.
Oh, yeah. Not chewed gum,
right.
you should say. Right.
So.
All right. Well, that's on the calendar. Thank you, Stacey. All right, Valentine's Day also on the calendar, and this year is getting a reality check. The candy reflecting love in today's economy.
We need a secure place for our savings after that little girl broke in and...
She broke my little piggy bank.
I checked all my socials and asked around. Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Pigs all said the same thing.
Yep, they say Yakima Federal Savings and Loan is safe and secure.
I bet the big bad wolf can't even get in there.
And there are 10 of them right here in our forest.
Only one local bank is right for a bear's hard-earned honey.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. Not too big, not too small, just right. Member FDIC.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is giving away the farm this January during the $55,000 high stakes giveaway with over $5,000 up for grabs. Take home cash prizes and premium Pendleton beef. Multiply your entries every Monday, then spin the prize wheel every Friday and Saturday for your shot at sizzling prizes. And on Saturday, January 31st, 4 finalists will break the bank for $5,000 cash and $500 of Pendleton beef. Stake your claim to countless wins only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
New year, new priorities, real value. Real value means more than what you pay today. It's what your vehicle gives you every day after. At McCurley Subaru, new Subaru vehicles are built with purpose. Standard all-wheel drive, advanced safety technology, and legendary reliability designed for the long haul. And if certified is the right fit, Certified Pre-Owned delivers trusted value too. This year, choose smart value. Think McCurley Subaru.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Thinking about an RV show? Skip it and save some dough. At Broadmoor RV, you get real people, real prices, real service with the same great deals, no show required. Skip the crowds, skip the hidden fees, skip the show, and save some dough at Broadmoor RV, where we make camping fun.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now. Portions of Apple Valley News Now are sponsored by Allen Brecky Law Offices.
Time for what's trending. The iconic Valentine's Day candy, Spangler's Sweethearts, is acknowledging the realities of the current economy. They're adding some relatable sayings to their conversation hearts.
There you go. Among the new sayings, share login, split rent, cook for two, carpool. Now don't worry if you're a fan of the classics like Cutie Pie and Marry Me.
The company says you will still find those sayings in boxes and bags of sweethearts at realtors nationwide. They should have a "Don't watch our show without me." That's too many words. We need to shorten it. But something about, you know, not going ahead and Netflix without the other person too.
Share
you got any ideas? Yeah, share login's good.
Not sure about that.
All right, then. All right, well, Papa John's hopes a move backward will help it move forward.
That's right. The pizza chain has been facing slumping sales for 2 years. Now it's banking on a menu item from its past to help draw customers back.
Yeah, the restaurant is relaunching pan pizza, something it hasn't offered in a decade.
The biggest thing most people consider when deciding where to order, of course, is the price. But pan pizza sounded pretty good right about now.
Why do we always talk about food at this hour?
They do that on
Anything
purpose.
sounds good right now.
Right.
I know. I think our producer does. They're just like, I know you guys are hungry. You'll talk about this one.
Exactly. All right, stay with us. We'll be back in a moment, and we will have your reason to smile.
Another morning walk.
With our mom's osteoporosis, I thought our days would be different.
No way! We still get to see each other all the time.
If you have postmenopausal osteoporosis and are at high risk for fracture, you can rapidly build new bone in just 12 months with Evenity, the only bone builder that also helps slow bone loss. And Evenity is proven to significantly reduce spine fracture risk.
I love the cool stuff we're doing.
Yeah, we're still out and about exploring.
Yay for building new bone.
Evenity can increase risk of heart attack, stroke, or death from a heart problem. Tell your doctor if you have had a heart attack or stroke. Do not take Evenity if you have low blood calcium or are allergic to it, as serious events have occurred with Evenity. Signs include rash, hives, swelling of the face or throat, which may cause difficulty in swallowing or breathing, muscle spasms or cramps, numbness, or tingling. Tell your doctor about severe jawbone problems, as they have been reported with Evenity. Report hip, groin, or thigh pain. Unusual thigh bone fractures have occurred with Evenity. Ask your doctor about building new bone with Evenity.
See you tomorrow.
Just stress sweating through my third set of scrubs. Totally normal, very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
You need new Secret Clinical Antiperspirant, STAT. Secret gives 3 times more stress sweat protection.
Thanks. Got a bunch.
Secret, stay fresher under pressure.
You know what's all good? Zero heartburn. Whew, it's hot. That's why I take Prilosec OTC. Just 1 pill a day blocks heartburn before it starts. Prilosec OTC. 1 pill, 0 heartburn. All good.
Are you suffering with constant agonizing knee pain? Have you been told that you have arthritis or are bone on bone? Is knee pain making simple activities like walking stairs or kneeling impossible? If this sounds familiar, the next 60 seconds could change your life. Do not let knee pain control your life any longer. Our powerful program addresses the underlying causes of knee pain without masking symptoms. There is no use of drugs, injections, or surgery. Do not miss this opportunity. Call now to see if we can help. If you qualify for care, day 1 we will perform a trial treatment. Please listen carefully. You will know by the end of the first visit whether or not we can help you. Do not hesitate. Call now. You don't need to suffer any longer. Call right now to see if you qualify for our program that has transformed thousands of lives. Call before it's too late and take the first step towards the knee pain relief you deserve.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday at 5:30 a.m. And join Good News Today the following week on Saturday, February 7th at 5:30 a.m.
Dateline tonight on Apple Valley News Now's My Network TV.
And welcome back. We always like to end on the positive note, and you guys are going to love this. Come take a look at your screen. Reason to smile, our good buddy Chuck. Thanks for sending that in, Chuck. And what a beauty. Fiery sunrise on Tuesday morning. See,
Fiery, I'll say, right?
Right. It's just, I don't know if that was a filter or is that just how it looked?
Chuck, you got to tell us, because those
Right.
colors are vibrant. That looks beautiful.
Yeah. How early were you up, Chuck? I don't think I was up.
Yeah, I was not up that early to confirm or deny.
Anyway, thanks to Lifetime Dental. But again, the QR code, that's how you get your photo on TV. Let's take a look at the headline. Slick, milder temperatures, drying out into the weekend. Be careful on the roadways tomorrow. Yep, look for that mixed precip. It's there. Ellensburg and Yakima could be seeing that right around that commute time in the morning. A little bit of rain falling around our area, but luckily it looks like we'll be staying above that freezing level. So be safe out there.
Absolutely. Take it easy on the roads. Thank you for joining us.
You have a great night. Thanks for watching. We'll be back right here at 11.